The Maple Leafs have arrived in Traverse City last Tuesday with an agenda to get incrementally better each day. They have achieved that goal and have their sights set on Columbus for the second time as they close out this tournament. And depending on your scientistical formulations and whatever you drink from, the Leafs could win this thing with a win in regulation today. If Columbus wins, they'll have won every game, and that's usually an indication that you've actually won a tournament. Sometimes when you're having a look at a guy, say like Alex Steeves, there's another guy that comes into focus as well. And we are underway here for the final game in Traverse City on a Monday afternoon. Can't think of any place you'd rather be than watching a hockey game on Monday afternoon, that is for sure. Malatesta, who has shown some instinct to get to the net, sends one behind the goal. That goes off a skate, but it's picked up by Dusak again as he tries to escape. Gives a little help here and gets a little help from Hellickson. Now, this Columbus team was pretty heavy on Thursday night when they first played. They had a good defensive mindset. They've only given up 3 goals in each game. They're going to change out the players. Abramov comes out. Gogolev on the far side, and now McKenna. Gogolev tries to chip it in the middle of it. He comes back to it. Has a keen eye and a good stick to get it back. All the way down to the Toronto end. Here comes McKenna through the middle. There's not much there for him. Fonstad, who was pretty darn good in that first game and throughout the tournament. They move it again. Mark Letestu is handling the defense here for the Columbus Blue Jackets in the tournament. He's with their development squad in Columbus. Back up ice, past Gogolev. He's trying to get some skates on it, but Bernie had the inside track. And so they'll bring that one on the free ride all the way back into the Toronto end. After this game, it's straight home. No dawdling. Both teams. About the same amount of a ride back for both these squads as well. There's another game going on the other rink. This is a twin pad, as it were. The Leafs have played all their games here on the main rink. Trying to get after it as Gogolev steps past home, but the goaltender, Jet Greaves, able to move it quickly. Right back comes Gaudette toward the goal. Knocked down by Petrozelli, followed up, rebound, still sitting there, loose puck, and the whistle finally shows up, and not soon enough. I'll tell you, Petrozelli was trying to find that puck, and he got a whole lot of help from Gogolev to keep that one out, and both of them exchanged some pleasantries about working together. Reynolds comes in to take the draw. Perry opposite. Won by the Leafs. Chizowski, high praise from Greg Moore for this line. The other night, they came out 3 straight shifts, changed really the course of the game. Cross ice by everybody. That'll end up coming back again. Saw Kyle Dubas just prior to the game. He was over to watch the other game as well. And I said, would Grandma Doobie have been here? Had she been allowed to cross the border? He said nothing would have kept her from coming. But she's watching, he said, so we'll say hello to Grandma Doobie. Bernie. A fierce fan, to be sure. Back up through the middle. That one wiggles its way down on goal, and it is covered up right away. So the process of the next couple of weeks that these guys have been setting up for, and this is a great test. The intensity goes from, 10 to 11, really, if you think about it. Knocking away, it is a good defensive club that has come together well here for the Blue Jackets. They've done a good job trying to keep the offensive opportunities down. and then transition it back the other way quickly. Dusak battling for it. Saganuk gets out in front here as he tries to poke it by angle. Right back in, Petruzzelli leaves it and then puts it back up the boards. Here's Dusak. Just wanted to send that in. Douglas will recapture it, work it down the wall. Getting it back, cutting in, Robertson. There's going to be a penalty here on this one. I think Robertson draws the hook here. Extra attacker on, Petruzzelli off, back through the middle. Here comes Dargachintsev. He turns back, and then he lost the handle, but he had a mind there to come back to the center. He had lots of options to come to, but the puck just wandered away on him. But it'll still end up with a power play opportunity here. 3 minutes and 35 seconds into the first period. Abramov, Gogolev, Dargachintsev lining up there. Robertson with Dusak. Off the draw, a little convincing there to get it back to Dusak. Dargachintsev down low, back to Dargachintsev. Here's Dusak, draws in, back to the side of the goal. Trying to get it out front for Gogolev. Robertson, well, he wanted to go cross ice, but he just did not have the angle to do so. I'm quite excited, Nick Robertson, to get in the reps that he's been getting. You get the feeling that he would have played in every single game. He was that enthusiastic about it. Here he comes. Back up high, Dusak cross ice. Picked off there by Dargachintsev down low. Gogolev back up. Three-peats on the ice. Abramov turns, shoots just wide. Gogolev once again, and a little chip there by Abramov. Dusak able to move it quickly. Dargachintsev. Decent PK here. Back for Robertson as he rips one. And he thought he had it there. And the goaltender Greaves gets across quickly. He's seen a fair bit of Nick Robertson. Greaves has. Barry Colt's organization. They keep talking about the chemistry, too, between Dargachintsev and Gogolev. And, of course, they've known each other since they were 3 years old. So they played a lot of hockey together over the lifetime. 50 seconds left to go in the penalty. Hellickson. That's a power play goal in this tournament so far. Looks to center it back out, and it scrambles out front, backhander. It stays out as McKenna takes a couple of whacks at it. He's got a couple of goals, and they both come from really inside the blue paint. And he nearly got himself a third here for the tournament. He is ferocious in tight and in between the pipes. He's a tough guy to move out of there. And the stick is a big dog's tail in a small shop. He's just knocking everything over. Here's Hellickson. On the backhand, Villeneuve able to keep it in. Nope, Boyd picks it up and comes back the other way. He tries to push by defensively. It doesn't work out. 18 seconds left to go in the power play. Kressler drops that one back. It's chipped, and now they're going to have to rush back on this as Dunn comes back. He was the hero in game one. Tries the backhander there, but he was short of the mark. We're back to 5-on-5 as Villeneuve gets a hold of it and looks up ice. That looked offside. It looked like it was going to be offside from about 10 feet before it got offside. And it never did change trajectory. That'll change out the moving parts for the Blue Jackets. Perry. There's Bernie as he lifts it hard into the Toronto zone. It'll dig back and forth, and Peter Nero comes back. Perret into it. Leighton Moore in the mix as well. And here come the Leafs down the right side. Perret leaning in, comes back to the forehand, trying to follow it up. Picked up. Here's Peter Nero as he sends one to the goal, and it's off the side of a thigh there and grabbed up by the Blue Jackets. Good rush, good opportunity. And once again, that group comes up with some good energy that is injected into the game. Lifted high to the glass. Takes a funny hop, hits the net. Back up for Villanova at the point. Along for Robertson. Doesn't have much there, and he drops it off for Dargachinsev. He cuts back in. Back to Villanova. They're keeping him to the outside. He tried to send one with eyes into the middle. It's picked up and wrangled back out into center, but they don't get far with it as Dargachinsev turns back the other way. Lifted down into the corner. Robertson has help back up high. McCourt unleashes one. There's another whack at it. Still loose, and Robertson scoops it into the corner as it flops up the boards. It'll end up with Raisavi, and now Svazo comes across the line. He's the highest draft pick playing today for the Columbus organization. He's a third rounder. Everyone else is 6, 7, or a free agent. High off of Petrozelli. I'm not sure that upstairs is there on a guy who's 6'5", but scrambles back out front. We got a penalty coming up here. And Boyd, some upsettedness at the end of that play, but I think they're going to find that there's a penalty. And I think there's some hands in the air there from Riley McCourt. He doesn't know why he went, what he's going for. He was pretty sure he didn't do anything wrong or outside the rules of the game, but it does not matter. Columbus is going to end up with a power play opportunity here with 8 minutes gone in period number 1. Right back up ice. That one gets caught up in the linesman. Now Perry gets back to it. Malatesta in the mix. Bernie backs up. Dunn generates speed back through the middle. They lift the puck, but get it back. Dusak could have just whacked that one, but he was looking to get a hold of it and give it an airmail all the way down the ice. Picked off once again. Dusak wastes no time this time. And he sends them racing back to see if they can outrun a little bit of a change there. They do not. And 4 new PK bodies step out for the Maple Leafs. Angle. Down into the corner. Petrozelli. Up high, it rides the rail, steps out, and now we've got a penalty coming up here, I think, for tripping. And I think Abramoff is going to go. There's 55 seconds left in the original penalty. And, boy, if you haven't spent a lot of time working on the PK, it's a sure bet you have not spent a lot of time working on the PK with 3 guys. It's just they had essentially a 60-minute practice to get ready. They showed up, the Leafs did, on Tuesday late. Got a practice in Wednesday, 60 minutes at the most, and right into it. So you end up working on the power play, but now here's a good opportunity to get into it, and the 3 of them do. Joseph Dusak, Douglas with the big wingspan, and Matt Hellickson. Down low. Fossil Gets it back, looks in. Here comes the one-time, high on the glass, and it rides itself back to the blue line. Sfosel there to pick it up. Clayton with the original shot there. He looks back out front. Petrozelli got a piece of that. Here's Clayton again. Has a good screen. Side of the goal. Waiting for it. Back for Clayton. Shot. Knocked down. Rebound 2. And Petrozelli gets them both. There's another shot. And he had a space there, but he sent it wide. Clayton did. He's had 4 opportunities on this power play. Clayton, once again, side of the goal. They got him spread out, and it is picked up. Looking to get the 4th body out there, and now they do. And so they've killed off the 5-on-3. Back it comes to Clayton. Bringing some calm to it. Reynolds. Kick to the forehand. Douglas sends it all the way down the ice. 45 seconds left to go. Chizowski, the only man back after it, as the goaltender able to play it. Now some speed back up ice. They try to enter it in and do not. Robertson looks to escape, moves back into his own zone. Smart play. Villeneuve, long pass. Swept at there. Little cross-check hello there from Chizowski, and another one to Dunn. Angle. Putting it back to the blue line. 10 seconds left to go. Bernie draws it down low into the corner. Centers it out, and it is picked up. And having a look up ice was Robertson. He didn't want to just drop it up to the blue line, and we're back to 5-on-5. Gargachintsev nearly took it away and was on a run. Here comes Angle again. And now here come the Leafs down the left side, stacked and back to the middle. Perry centering it, went off the body, back out front. Gargachintsev was on the backside with a wide open net, but the puck didn't quite reach him. Angle on his own, decides to just dump it in with 8:25 remaining. Back through the middle. McCourt drops it off. Saganuk. Up ahead, Gaudette. Down the left side, tries to use Boyd as a bit of a screen, but he worked too well. Hardy has to break it off. Tried to get it back. He's got 3 Columbus players in the midst. And they do finally get a hold of it. But Hellickson, a touch and a move. Off the corner and right back out. It lands with Saganuk. He steps back to the middle and is knocked down by Holm, the Norwegian player. He played for Team Norway at the World Juniors, Holm did. Frasca. A lot of other things that folks in Norway get up to that aren't hockey, which is I always find kind of unusual considering Sweden and Finland and good teams. Here's Mutter trying to get back toward the goal. He sends one high and it comes right back out of the zone. And a little bit more speed trying to run in this game here from both sides as the period went along. A steal by McKenna as it's lifted behind the goal. Frasca tried to reach for it. McKenna dropped it up. Abramoff trying to get to the goal. Picked up, shot, scores! Over the shoulder. Great instincts to get a hold of that one, and Jordan Frasca puts himself in the score column and puts the Leafs up 1-0. Frasca out of Kingston in the OHL. Had a beauty-looking shot there as he beats Greaves. And the Leafs have themselves a lead here. They come back. Villeneuve. Back behind the goal. Douglas, he tries one. Hits the blocker side. Got a penalty coming up here to the Blue Jackets. 13:20 the time of the goal. .607 left to go as Petrozelli comes back into the goal. Gerard Keane gets a penalty. It's going to sit down here. And the Blue Jackets set up their PK. Mikhail Abramov, in case you haven't followed along the entire tournament, Greg Moore pointing out that he's got great instincts. He always seems to have a couple of plans for that puck even before he gets to it. Have they got a puck? Is that what we're holding up here? No, we're good. They run out of pucks. Jostling in the corner. Time ticking in the early part of this power play. Jump off the wall. Dargachintsev, good recovery. Moves it back to Joey Dusak. They switch places. Dusak down low. Behind the goal, Gogolev. Robertson likes to shoot. Will shoot. Off the mask. Rebound. Gobbled up by Greaves. Jet Greaves. That's his second name, actually. Jet. Calvin, his first name. Dad named him that. He liked Jet Li, the movie star. So he thought they worked that into the name. So there you go. Dusak. Dargachintsev down the left side. Abramov. And they'll keep it in. Dusak quick to it. Dargachintsev looking back, tried to feed that back in. He'll lose the zone though, and good pressure by Gaudette as they lift it back across the line. Gogolev finding some help, and the shot from Dusak. Glances off into the corner. Gogolev tried to feed it right back out front. I think he was hoping to find Abramov, but it was behind him. As the Moscow trio comes to the bench. Robertson knocked off his stick. Pops up funny for Kressler. The safe pass, Kressler finds, works down the left side. He's tackled from behind on the 4-yard line. That's what it looked like. Now the bodies are starting to make a little bit more contact here. 15 seconds left to go on the power play. McKenna tried to work his way in. Good stick from home. Right back up on a wiggle. Here's Villeneuve trying to get it back inside. Still with it. Back up high it comes. Hellickson, side of the goal. Goes wide from McKenna. McKenna again with Hellickson going to the goal. The shot off the blocker. Hellickson in the corner. They'll pick it up, and a 2-on-1 develops the other way. Mutter waiting for it. Doesn't get through. Good defensive play. You got to appreciate it. Peter Nero getting in the way. Little tap back. Here's Frasca. Across the blue line, waiting for it again. As Chazowski works to it. He takes the shot. And he was hoping to get that one under the stick side arm of Jet Greaves. 13-4 shots on goal favoring the Leafs. Boy, they were outshot yesterday against Dallas, but they just kept coming up with the goals. At one point, they had 3 shots on goal and 2 goals. 7-3 was the final in that one. Frasca back to the blue line. Peter Nero turning back. Perry tried to get it out front, stumbling at the blue paint. Perry tried to escape there from Dunn and just could not quite get his feet free. Petrozelli lifts it backhanded. Boy, they work on that a lot, so it's just second nature. Now here's the dive back in from Hardy. Good shot. Mississauga Steelheads in the O. Right back, Abramov. Saginaw looked to get it loose there. Angle comes back down the right side and he sends it in. Gathered in by Saginaw. He quickly moves it. Played hard down deep. Hardy picks it up off the end boards. Well, that would have been a spectacular play. Long shot into the corner. Fonstad works his way through 1 and 2, but 3 won't give. Buying a little bit of time here, setting up so that it looks good. McCourt made a move there at the blue line. He kind of drew everybody in, but when he tossed it back, it was errant. Banking it way up for Robertson. Knocked down. Little easy play through the middle, catching up. Robertson and holds on to the puck. Tries to move it back inside past Bernie, who recaptures it for the Blue Jackets. Not good enough. It's one thing you got to appreciate about Kressler in this situation. He's tenacious. He's got no give up in his game. Dargachintsev out front. It takes a right turn, but a good play. And now everybody's into some negotiations along the glass. It'll be interesting to see what develops out of this, if anything. Robertson drew the attention, but then Dargachintsev is in the mix as well. And Kressler and Boyd are involved. Boy, the Prince Edward Island has come up more than a few times. I don't know what they're putting in the sports drinks out there, but they're making hockey players. Ben Boyd played in Charlottetown rather. And now some chatter back and forth from the benches. This is great, and I would lobby that broadcast booth should be moved everywhere in the NHL and the American Hockey League and everywhere you can to about 10 feet above the ice. This is where it should be. You shouldn't be, 400 feet up and trying to make out hand signals. Those hand signals were pretty clear between the two benches. Pretty spectacular stuff. Abramov comes in to take the draw as we're going to play a little pond hockey. A little 4-on-4. Duszak backs up. Gogolev. Easy tap there from Petrozelli and back through the middle. Here come the Leafs. Duszak chops it down around behind the goal. It doesn't quite get there, but it's followed up, and Gogolev intent on getting a hold of that puck and seeing if he can put something together. Back across the line, Angle. Out front they had Svozil put on the side of the goal. Svozil again picks it up, chips it by Gogolev, hammers a shot to the goal, rebound, still there, loose puck, scores. And you get that many whacks at it, usually you'll find a way, and a 4-on-4 goal here for the Columbus Blue Jackets evens it up with 21 seconds left to go. As Tyler Angle, the 7th-round pick in 2019, puts his name on it. At 18, or rather 19, 40, might give him 1939, it depends. Brysevy turns around, coming back to Dargachintsev. Still working some 4-on-4 here. Lifted up, 6 seconds to go. Robertson might have a shot here. He waits, he shoots, but it's blocked by Clayton, and that'll do it. Well, there was some passion injected into the game in the first game that these two teams played, and it seems to have shown up again here late in the first period. We'll play 54 seconds more of 4-on-4 when the second period starts. You'll come back for that, no doubt, in just 17 minutes. I'm Todd Crocker. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs version of the NHL Prospects Tournament in Traverse City. Well, we are back here in Traverse City, Michigan, and one of the more interesting things when you see players in a tournament like this is just where teams get set up. And the Leafs are set up right off the rink side here, but so are the Blues, who are playing on the other side of the rink. And the Blue Jackets are in the mix as well, so everybody's crisscrossing trying to get to where they're going. And it feels a little bit like a New York City intersection of hockey players on the go. So here we go, second period underway. Everybody got to where they're going. There's nobody in a Blues uniform out here. That shot intended to go up high. Svozil, it went up high, but Petrozelli made sure it went no further than off his shoulder. Back it comes Robertson. Kind of out there by himself, and that is going to be a slash. Robertson kind of knew it, but he also... Josh Dunn kind of arguing that that really wasn't the case. We're going to play 4-on-3 here. Yeah, that's the general idea. Is they started out 4-on-4. But a little bit of traffic going on here. One more guy. They're going to need another guy. I'm no statistician. I don't think they'd ever hire me in the analytics department, but I know 2 from 3, and that they've got 3 now. Here's Bernie, most of the time. Anyway, Petrozelli. Dusak. Just hands that one over, but he gets it back. That's offside. And sometimes a guy gets caught inside there, and you have to go back in your memory. A lot of the offside calls you can just call as they come across the line there, but Dusak was across the line, and in your memory you kind of had to go back and say, well, wait a minute. Did that puck ever come back out or not get carried in, or what happened? But he was offside. Robertson spreads out right. Going to carry it himself, sends it down low, trying to feed it back up to Gogolev, but Malatesta comes back out of the box too, shoots, rebound, backhand, scores. And a shorthanded goal at that, as the Leafs were just trying to get set up there on the power play. Puck ended up with Malatesta, ended up down the ice. He came out of the box and then rolled down and got a free shot and then got a free cleanup as well on the backhand. Malatesta. Time of the goal, 1:06 here of the second period. Unassisted, that's going to be. And still a power play here for the Young Leafs. McKenna flips it down. Into the corner, after it himself. Stick way out of his hand, but it's sent back up to the blue line. Gets it back as he recovers nicely. Side of the goal, stepping out. Douglas, shot, scores! Kressler with authority. As he gets it back on the power play on a good-looking feed and a great finish. As Braden Kressler puts a name on it. And go back here and look at that, his first goal of the tournament. Well, he got high praise from Greg Moore. Time of the goal, 1:34. So just 28 seconds later, the Leafs answer back. That assist is going to go to Douglas. He's had a great tourney as well. Originally a Dallas pick was Douglas. And here comes Perry. Out of the corner. Looking back, Chizowski. Frasca in the mix. He scored the Leafs' first goal. Trying to get back to it and break out here are the Blue Jackets. They'll have a little trouble doing that. They'll set up again. Lifted back out into center. Villeneuve trying to get it back through the middle. That puck won't set with them. McCourt off his skate. Villeneuve chips it back up the wall, and it comes to Keane at the point toward the goal off the pads into the corner. Keane looks again. Wanted the shot, turning Reynolds. Loose out front, trying to clean it up for the Jackets, but the Leafs get there first. Move it back up to the blue line. Jackets keep it in. Down behind the goal and a race forward along the boards. Grabbing it, Douglas comes back through the middle. He's got Saganuk with him. Trying to find a route to the goal. Up ice, gets by everybody. That'll be picked up on the icing call. Shots on goal 16-4, favoring the Leafs here, just 3 minutes into this second period. Leafs coaching staff is the Marlies coaching staff this year. That's Greg Moore, A.J. McLean, John Snowden, Hannu Toivonen, goalie coach. And on the other side, Trent Vogelhuber is the coach. He's an assistant with Cleveland in the A. Petronero down low. He's got some help from the development side of things. Lifted down toward the goal. That one gets up high over the net. Robertson sharply. Petronero to the goal. A little tip there by Kressler, and that went flying by, and it didn't miss by much. Dargachintsev tried to get that one back over. He didn't have much in the way of an option. Boyd runs into his man offside, I think the call here. And Petronero has Boyd trying to make an impact statement. Sixth rounder in 2021. So good to see these guys back on the ice. A lot of them. Especially the guys who played in the O. Here's Abramov. Drags it into the middle, but gets whacked away from him. Angle. Dunn flips it in. Abramov leads it back, and here comes Hellickson. Down the right side, Gogolev gets a step, cuts in, tries the backhand, and it goes off the goaltender. Now he turns around and fires one up. He was going far corner. Great shot, but a good save by Greaves as he gets the glove up high to take that one away. Boy, sometimes it's remarkable, the goaltenders, how they keep an eye on not only where the shooter is and where the puck is, but where it might be going. Greaves did a good job there. It's a guy who didn't put up great numbers necessarily in the OHL the last time they played. In the 880 vicinity, 888 I think, 889. But he went to Columbus's development camp, and they liked what they saw technically, and so they signed him. Perry trying to get back to it. Here's Frasca with a backhand, and a tense moment for Greaves. That finishes finally for him. I think Cleveland will likely play. They're highly interested in their prospect, their goaltending prospect out of Russia. Tarasov, I believe. Here's Meyer trying to step around 1 and 2. He steps by one, but the puck won't cooperate with him. Villeneuve, as McCourt picks it up. He wants a little bit more time to think about it. Long pass ahead. The backhander, Chizowski, thought he'd send it in. Boyd comes back. McCourt picks it up, but that is going to be icing, and they'll bring it all the way back down. And as we say, it starts on Wednesday for these clubs in the NHL. Media Day, as they call it, or marketing day, and everybody gets a chance to say hello again. Though I don't even know if there's an off season really anymore in hockey. It just keeps running and running and running. There's always something, a development camp, a prospect camp, a tournament, something that's happening. Hellickson gets tangled up here, and it's picked up by Kressler. Gets it back. Hellickson, far side. Dusak steps in. Cross ice. Scores. What a rip by Dargachintsev as he jams that one home, and he puts the Leafs up 3-2. 5:35 into this second period. Dargachintsev had a goal against Columbus. It was the second goal that made it 2-1 in the first game. This is his second goal of the tournament. 5:35, the time of it. Right back, Moore. Great pass, great finish. Here they come again. Peter Nero. Along for Saginaw. Kressler, I think, is going to get an assist on that as well. Douglas. Getting it back in deep on the corner. Keane. Turning, Douglas, he's got a step. If he can get the shot back, and he's a right shot there, he has a better chance to keep it away, but he also gives the goaltender a better view of it. Never did get the shot off regardless. Gogolev still after it. Abramov turns back, lost an edge. Went down. You can imagine after so many games that the ice has got to be feeling it a little bit too. McKenna lifting it back to the middle. The whack by Gogolev lifted at the goaltender, and Greaves comes up with the save. That's pretty solid play. Still some chatter between the two, but I think a little bit more focus being put on how both these teams will play and within their organization how they're going to play. And you see that Columbus certainly has the ethic that hard work will win over everything else. That puck slides out, racing after it, Malatesta. He had that great chance and finish earlier on a shorthanded goal. Back over McKenna. Wade shoots off the blocker. Back out front it comes, and it just gets legs and walks wide. Villeneuve back to it. Malatesta waiting for it. The side of the goal. Petrozelli. Well, I don't know if you're getting that same look, but he's a big man. And those legs, when they get spread out side to side, not much room to find an opening. Looking to find the opening as it crawls across the blue paint. Here's Hellickson down low. And that one up, and Gogolev got that one right at the side of the face as it climbed up a stick. Real quick. Jordan Obi quick out to get it, but I don't think he's cut so much as he got banged up a little bit there. I was talking to Billy, the bus driver, before Billy and Casey drive the Marlies around, and Billy was, we were looking out at Grand Traverse or Traverse Bay, and the fish were jumping, and Billy thought it was an otter. He says, it's a freshwater otter. I said, well, yeah, I guess it could be, but I said, I like the sound of that. said, well, you should use it. You should use it for that Colby Saganuk. He's pretty slippery character out there on the ice. Now, Billy follows hockey, but doesn't follow it so closely that he might have known that Saganuk played near it. Right back the other way. Dusak. Said I'd try to work it in. Freshwater Otter. Svozil. Shot right on. Cleared hard back out. Pretty sure the Erie Otters named after freshwater otters. Not unless they're just trying to be ironic. Stepping back in, Lawrence. There's the shot at the side of the goal and a good save. And a collision in behind the net. Dusak in the midst of it, trying to wrestle it back was Robertson, and he did get a piece of it put on goal as it was followed up. Lawrence had to come to the bench and a bump back the other way. A whistle on the play. Just had my eye there on Lawrence coming to the bench. He was banged up a little bit at the end of that play. They're going to bring this all the way back into the Toronto zone for the face-off. The icing call. Comes back up high. Holm wanted the long distance hard shot. It wasn't there. But they're able to capture it and send it cross ice. But it comes all the way back out into center ice. Jackets still with it, but this time they give it up. And now here comes Robertson across the line. Offside. Going to bring this one back. Not a lot of argument, but and we're not far away. I'm not far away. We, the Royal We, our broadcast, not far away. We're going to do this again. The fairness of it is in question. And there's the freshwater otter, Colby Saganuk. Petronero. Cross ice. Mullen in the midst of that one. Moore comes back. Puck on the stick of James Hardy. There comes Hardy down the left side. He's got some smooth skates. Cross ice, nobody home on the near side. As it comes back, Villeneuve tries to keep it out. He does briefly. Moore comes back, and we're halfway into this hockey game. 30 more minutes of live hockey for you until later this week. Malatesta. Angle, waits, cross ice, great shot, but just off the mark, back against the back of Petrozelli, and it finds its way into the goal, and it ties the game up at 3 apiece at 10-18. And there's the captain, Josh Dunn, adding his name to the score sheet again versus Toronto. He's the one who had the goal to win it in overtime. 4-3, the final there from Thursday. So Dunn puts his name on it again. Some good tenacious play from the Blue Jackets. Dunn's out of Clarkson in the ECAC. It's a good size at 6'4", 209. McCourt. All the way back, and here come the Blue Jackets one more time. That shot right in the breadbasket. Hanging on to that. They switch out the moving parts. Cedric Perret steps in. He's got himself some ECHL games, Perret does. Dusak reverses it back. Dunn toward the goal. Scores! Hard shot, rebound, and in. And I think that's going to go off James Malatesta. He gets his second of the game, and that comes just seconds later after the goal at 10:18. This one comes at 10:50. All tied up again. Oh, that's the go-ahead. Rathers. The go-ahead goal for Columbus. Last time they got that, it was the actual overtime goal. Back it comes Perret trying to step out with it. Down the right side, getting to it, Frasca. Now, these games are usually all about offense, and it's very tough to play defensively against it. And Columbus has not given up more than three goals in this whole tournament. So this is going to be a stretch. Dargachintsev might have a chance here on a run. He's got help, and Frasca fires it. It's off the pads. Frasca comes back to it. Petronero calling for it. Hard shot, Moore. Kressler right back to it. So the Leafs are going to have to break that defensive point of pride here for the Blue Jackets if they hope to pick up the win. Down by a goal, Moore. That shot tipped out front and handled by Greaves. They're going to hang their hat on defensive play. That's a tough thing to do in this tournament because usually it's some individual effort out there has happened and somebody has come along as a phenom and the offense is there to be had, especially this early. Here they come. Blue Jackets had a 7-3 win over Detroit yesterday. Gathered in and then given away. Dargachintsev. Moore reverses it back. Petronero. Back up along the near board. We're able to get it out. Dargachintsev, cross ice. Moore got some help on the right side with Robertson. The shot, trying to jam it on the second go-round. Here they come again. Robertson just got away on him a little bit with a little bit of help from the Blue Jackets. Meyer takes a shot at McCourt, who takes a shot right back. Long pass, Gogolev drops it back, shot right on. McKenna lifts a hard one right to the goal, and it is stopped with 6:48 left to play. Jeremy McKenna impressed last year with the Marlies in what was an awkward season in the American Hockey League. It'll be interesting to see now that there's no taxi squad and all those 5 players who would have been on the taxi squad end up fully in the American Hockey League. It'll be interesting to see once the play rises again if some of those players who stood out will be able to rise with it with kind of an in-between season of experience that is neither junior nor fully the American Hockey League. Villeneuve. Kind of a funny year to get experience and also pretty beneficial, I would think. Villeneuve. Back behind the goal. Cross ice. Abramoff tries to get behind. Puck won't cooperate. McCourt. Long pass. Here's Gogolev. He's got McKenna with him. Gogolev the shot, and he goes high on Greaves, and it ends up in the glass. Taken away, making a line change. Back for Hellickson. He misjudged that. Now he moves it back to Chizowski. Eased along. Douglas has Frasca going to the net too. Shot, and that's another shot right on. There has to be about 4 of them right there that Greaves has handled. He's faced 28 so far in this hockey game with 5:37 left to go in the second period. And I got to tell you, sometimes you see these guys are throwing the body around out here, and you might be thinking to yourselves, hey, take it easy, prospect tournament. But they're loving it, by the way. They are loving being able to get off the leash and go for a run here. Every single player, the way they talk about it. Just great to be back playing some hockey. Hellickson. Long one, tossed inside, backhand, and that is stopped behind the net. Trying to get to it. Frasca again, and comes back to the near side. Chopped back through the middle. Couple players going to the goal. Malatesta, one of them. He's got 2 in this contest. A shorthanded and a beautiful cleanup one. Here's Douglas. Uses it down into the corner. Frasca moves it along, but not convincingly, as it's put back out front of the goal. Here's Frasca again. Back up, Dusak. Cuts to the middle. He's tripped up. No call. Perry back out front, and he had a great opportunity. He just could not connect with the puck. Right back through the middle. Malatesta just totally sold an interference there. And it was bought, paid for, in the cart, out the door, on the credit card, in the basket, home, tried on, completely. No questions asked. And I got to tell you, it looked like the wrong size. Anyway, so the penalty kill will be pressed into service here with 4:28 remaining. The Blue Jackets up by a goal. Trying to go up by 2. Svozil. Back over for Fonstad. Up high, Svozil. Fonstad again, turns, shoots. Villeneuve plays it up the boards, and now back the other way. Robertson thought he had Dargachinsa, but a stick in the way, and they're right back into the zone. Robertson pressures. Fonstad cuts back in. Down low it comes. Looking for options. A little pragmatic about it. Less than 4 minutes to play here in the second period. Robertson. He just tossed it by, but he couldn't convince Svozil to bite on that. Going to make a change here as McKenna comes back out onto the ice. Villeneuve keeps it out. Dargachinsa steals it. Gives it back, and that is cleared into the official. Here's Angle all the way back in his own end trying to outrace McKenna. He recognizes that wasn't going to work, and he backs out. Picked up Villeneuve. If he could have got that, here's Malatesta. He goes to the goal. Long shot, missed. Comes back up, 30 seconds left in the power play. It's picked up by Abramov, and he is upended as he comes back to it. Cross the line, done. Abramov throws a stick out to the conversation. Back up for Bernie. Comes down the wall. Malatesta turns around, done. Looked like he had help out front. Malatesta looks to the goal, shoots, stick in the way. 5 seconds left, and we'll be back to 5-on-5, and it's picked up and back out of the box. Here comes Joey Dusak, waits, shoots Abramov as he's stopped by Greaves. Good save on a 2-on-1, and a good choice by Dusak to find his follow-up man as the defender made a choice. And a great chance, but they don't tie it up here with the Blue Jackets up 4-3. Douglas gets it back up. Moore. McCourt down low, little tip at the side of the goal, loose puck, and it won't climb past Greaves, though Gogolev looked like he had a good eye to just lift it a couple of inches over the pads. It looked like the shaft of a defender's stick got in the way of it. Cross ice from Saganuk. He races toward the goal, trying to find a seam. Kressler moves it back. Lifted down into the corner deep. Frasca goes after it. A lot of bodies there. Boyd, one of them. Picked up back off the skates. Dusak out front. Kressler was backing in, and just as he came back to it, he hoped to get his backhand on it. I think it caught him off the skate. Cross ice. Dusak again. This time Chazowski across the line. Didn't have possession, so it's offside. 53.6 seconds left to go. It's just that accurate. 4-3. The Blue Jackets leading here near the end of the second period. Dusak hammers it back in. Looks like the Blues have finished up their game and their tournament as they march back in to the rink. Does not look like they won. Just visually, does not look like they won. 36 seconds left to go. Jackets back across the line. Perry, Robertson for a spill. Here's Hellickson. Back across the blue line with Robertson. Hellickson tried to feed it back to him, picks it back up. He's got a route to the goal, tried to take a shot, and he is hit from behind. They're going to call it a slash. That's ridiculous. It's one thing to throw the body around, quite another thing to throw a dangerous hit. But Hellickson's back up. Cole Clayton will come to the bench. And lots of conversation back and forth. 13.5 seconds left to go as the Maple Leafs go on the power play here. Well, they don't like Dunn in there anymore. Angle will come in against Mikhail Abramov. Off the draw. That goes out. A lot of help there from everybody. 3 seconds have ticked away on that play. Off the draw. Abramov back. Robertson shoots at the side of the goal. Boy, that looked like a good opportunity, but just a touch, and that was enough. And this will do it. At the end of 40 minutes of play, the Leafs find themselves down to the Blue Jackets, outshooting them 31-16, and with a power play to start the third period, a minute 47 of it to start the third period, but they are down 4-3. We'll be back in 17 minutes to bring you the final regulation 20 minutes of play from here in Traverse City, Michigan. We are ready for the third period here from Traverse City, Michigan. A power play still exists here for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Minute 40 left in that as we begin the third, as they hope to even it up. They're down by a goal. Joey Dusak. An impressive pass to Semyon Dargachintsev for a goal earlier. Dargachintsev again looking for Robertson, and it was a good defensive play to break that up. As Dusak picks it up again. Here they come. One more time. Robertson has it lifted off his stick. Malatesta looking for a second shorthanded one of the game. Backhander stopped. Petrozelli with the good save. Gogolev. And the other one just was a circumstance, but that one was good PK play. Dusak feeding it inside. Gogolev, Abramov. He just tried to ease that one over to the far side. See if the goaltender would misplay it. He did not. Lifted past Robertson. Gogolev knocks it down with a good stick. Robertson tries to step back to it. It flips, flops, and flies back out. And now here comes Malatesta one more time. Hammers one toward the goaltender. And that is stopped. 23 seconds left to go on the power play for the Leafs. It's a difficult thing to get back to, but Petrozelli has had to make a couple of good saves here shorthanded, and he has made two of them solidly. They'll venture out one more time. 15 seconds left to go. Played in by Hellickson. McKenna forces it back up. Villeneuve cross ice. Hellickson overskates it. Ice a little sticky, and Meyer knocks it back the other way, and that should pretty much do it for the power play. Lifted back up along the wall. Here comes Douglas down the right side, drops it back. Kressler was going to the far side, sent it wide. Picked up, and now 2-on-1. Good defensive play. Fonstad looking for help, and then decides to shoot himself, and he scores. 5-3. Time of the goal, 2:06. Fonstad also scored in that first game against Toronto. And that is his second goal of this tournament. 2:06, the time of it. Nice little play at the blue line to knock it down himself and then create a 2-on-1 the other way. And he decided he's going to take that shot himself. He was pretty sure of himself. Turned out the right way for him. Little ease ahead there. Comes back to the blue line, and it is offside. Well, many thanks to the Red Wings organization and organizing this tournament in the cherry capital of the world, Traverse City. It's a little bit like Key West and Huntsville had a middle sister. You'd get that if you were from, you understood Huntsville in the cottage country of Ontario. Kind of a quiet little interesting town. But Key West, I think we all know, has a bit of a wild side to it. Traverse City does too. Right back to it, Villeneuve. McCourt gets in close, takes a whack at it. Stepping back out, up high, shot, penalty coming up here. Slash is going to be called. McCourt is going to go off. And a power play here for the Blue Jackets, as they'll bring the face-off deep inside Toronto's zone for that opportunity. 3:02 the time of that penalty. McCourt goes in. Can't give up those when you're behind by a couple. Not the easy ones. Off the draw, back up angle. Far side, keeping it in. Bernie. Down low, they move it back to the corner. Bernie comes back up high. Angle again. Bernie looks in, turning, shooting, and just missing. Comes right back to Bernie. Angle draws in, shoots, and caught up and hung on to. Little jab there, and Dusak has had enough of the way the Blue Jackets are playing. Little shot back and forth. Hellickson's got more words too. Robertson comes back out here with Dargachintsev to play a little PK. You get the minutes, you get the speed under your skates, you hit main camp, you're already flying. Angle again, long hard shot, low to the goal, and it is caught up again. Dargachintsev off the draw, tries to force it back onto the stick of Dusak, racing forward along the near side. Robertson into the corner, blasted back to the far side. They keep it in, but not for long, and on and off the stick of Dargachintsev as it goes back the other way. Forcing it back out into center. Gogolev lifts it down deep into the Toronto zone. Hellickson gets back to it. Round behind the goal. Little help here. Dusak steps away and then reverses it back. Hellickson lifts it up at the line and it crawls across the blue line and gets back out into center. Flip back the other way. Little shot off the wall and in. 40 seconds left to go in the penalty. Right back, Bernier behind his own goal. Reynolds to it, Abramov back up, long one, goes all the way down the ice. Time ticks away, less than 12 seconds left to go in the Blue Jackets power play opportunity. Rysavy. Kraska got a piece of it, and that'll do it. We're back to 5-on-5. 5 minutes gone here in the third period and a little bit more. Svozil trying to send one to the goal. It gets just wide. Lifted back up and dumped over there is James Hardy. And then he takes a shot in the back of the head from Fonstad, and now we've got a stick. Now Douglas calling for the fight with Svozil. And he doesn't get any takers on that. Off the pads. Dusak. Long pass ahead. Perret got a piece of it. This will go for icing. I'd like to thank the folks who made this broadcast entirely possible. The folks in Toronto who are seeing this on Leafs Nation Network and being streamed to around the globe. Eric, Mark, Brad, Pete, all made this happen. I can see it from all the wires here that something has occurred. And it's magic to me because I feel like if I just went over and unplugged one, the whole thing would just like fall to the ground. I may fall to the ground. It's honestly, it's an immense amount of work to try and make this kind of thing happen. I know that sometimes we get fooled into thinking all you got to do is flip on YouTube and everything happens from there. Wow, that is a shot. And McKenna is going to end up with home here. And now Perret and Boyd have squared off, and the two of them are starting to throw here in the Prospects tournament. Couple of early ones as the two of them have gained some audience, and both of them. And boy, you don't see this very often. Sticks tapping all around from both sides as they break it apart, and we'll go in and spend 5 minutes breaking rocks. As it all got squared away. The hit originally by McKenna was not the kind that they like to see, so that's also a penalty. Some people will say this third period has devolved a little bit. Some people will like it. Not up to me to tell you what your preference is as far as a hockey game is concerned. But here it is on display for you. 6 minutes and 2 seconds off the clock. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty. And Dusak he is completely lawyered up here and presenting the case here. And Josh Dunn is having a conversation. The two of them amicable enough, to be sure. Well, anyway, here we go. Happy enough to be able to bring this to you. They had a lot of the Blues prospects looking on there as well, as their dressing room is in this rink, although they played on the other one. And I think we're back to a power play for the Blue Jackets. We indeed are. Angle, out front, shot, backhand, still scrambling with it at the side of the goal, and put out front one more time. That one is knocked down out front. It's Villeneuve. He's back up high. Comes back to the blue line. Angle gathers it in there. Pursued at the blue line by Dargachintsev, forced to make a play there. And Malatesta picks it up, and then he lost it. And they lose the zone in the process. Here they come one more time. Cross ice, the giveaway, and now Robertson trying to gain some speed here, but he just was at the end of a PK shift, and there was no way he was going to get enough energy to run away with that puck. Hellickson played out smartly. Abramov and Gogolev on the PK. Fonstad gets across the line. Hellickson. And just in case you think there might be some carryover, I can tell you that some of the roughest games that the Toronto Marlies have ever played have occurred in Cleveland, either against the Lake Erie or Cleveland Monsters. Here's Frasca. So this one carries over. We got a penalty coming up now. 20 seconds left to go in the Blue Jackets penalty, and I think we're going to play 20 seconds of 4-on-4. Slashing for 2 minutes. Heading into the box, Peter Reynolds, playing St. John in the queue. And in fact, I think one of the more penalty-filled road games, period. Most penalties in a period. I haven't got the book in front of me, the Marlies record book, but is against the Cleveland Monsters, then Lake Erie at the time. Remember, Kevin Marshall was involved in that. Long shot offside. Keane fired it at the goal anyway. Now Frasca takes some exception to that. And a couple of folks with interesting pokes. Well, this game has had some interesting character to it here. Keane lifting one at the goal there. I can tell you in most any situation, there would be more than just maybe a little bit of this. He was, the whistle went, he let it fly. Now this is going to be a little bit about the personality of what Columbus is going to bring. They're going to get under your skin. That's what they're going to do. And you got to find a way to find a way. We have 2 more minutes on there. We do. Another penalty. I think it was Keane who is going to sit down. Can't see. They're on the first floor of this press box apartment. I'm on the second floor. You just can't quite see down below here. Abramoff, yeah, we're going to play 4-on-3. And then it's going to come all the way back down the ice. And now we add the extra body, and we're going to play 5-on-3 for a long time. Dargachintsev, perhaps. They got a lot of time to work on it. Robertson draws in, shoots, and it climbs the glass. It doesn't get far, but boy, it had a lot of velocity on it to do just that. Robertson with speed to the goal, shoots, and that one climbs up the glass and goes out of play. Boy, he wants one here, Nick Robertson does, to get back to 5-4 and then give the Maple Leafs an opportunity to tie this game up with 11:32 left to go. After this, on the bus, back to Toronto. Dargachintsev. Jumps loose, and it's played out. And now shorthanded, 3-on-5. Angle cuts to the goal, backhanded, and at the bad angle. And it's picked up, and Gaudette doing the work. Now he looks out front. He had angle there, but he didn't quite have the puck with him. Here come the Leafs again. Right side, Joey Duszak stops up, comes back. We got a slash coming up here in this one. Back up high, Dargachintsev looks, gets it back. Robertson down low. McKenna right back to it. 6-on-3 out front. There's the touch. And 29 seconds left to go in the penalty, and they're going to add another one to it. Except on this scoreboard, they don't have that luxury. They got it 39 seconds, a 29-second, a 39-second, and 2 more minutes. So they got 5-on-3 for another 39 seconds. They haven't been able to capitalize on it. Timeout is called by Greg Moore over on the Leafs bench. Gives me an opportunity to thank a couple of more folks who have done some huge work this weekend. Shane Wright, who is with Leafs social media, has just done a great job posting some of the action here, and quick with it as well. Has done just a terrific job for the Leafs organization and bringing the tournament to life on social media. And of course, Kate Bascom with Leafs PR has provided all sorts of access to the players as far as interviews are concerned on YouTube, and all the notes and all the information. It's been terrific this week. It really has. Great way to get back into the game and to get back into the flow of the hockey season. I hope they keep coming back. I think it's a worthwhile investment, not only for the fans, but for the club as well. And hopefully you'll be able to come up next year to this Traverse City tournament and enjoy it yourselves, because it is absolutely worth it to do so. And you know, Leafs fans, they've been known to travel. Comes back up to the blue line, knocked past, done, racing back, trying to get Duszak, stick out of his hand. And Duszak, I think, trying to draw a penalty to no avail. Right back to the near side, Robertson. Up high, Dargachintsev. Robertson down low, gets it back. At 10 seconds of a 5-on-3 here to get an opportunity. Looking back out front, Dargachintsev whiffed on it, and it is lifted by and all the way down the ice. It looked like it almost was going to hit Joey Duszak's stick. Robertson, now it's 5-on-4. Defensively, a gem here for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Knocked down, Robertson touches it again, and it's going to be a touch on a high stick, and Robertson a little frustrated with Clayton there. The two of them go back and forth. We're halfway in to this third period and 8 seconds more. Yeah, the PK, you got to be pretty happy if you're the Blue Jackets and what this group of mostly free agents, as I said, and mostly free agents and low-round draft picks have been able to do. And there's something to be said for that as well in this tournament. Dallas brought a whole pile, five first-rounders and a whole bunch of draft picks, and they didn't have much luck in this tournament. They might have had against St. Louis in the last game. Back over Douglas. Back for Hellickson. Looks in, cross ice, shot. That goes off the goaltender out front. Dancing in the right spot, but unable to keep it in. Still on the power play and getting a little antsy on the power play. A little anxiety creeping into the plays that they're making. 9 minutes, long time. Picked up, Hellickson, lots of clear ice. Waits, shoots, out front, cleared away. Good play by Greaves to get a piece of it. Unexpectedly good. We'll see how it holds up and how he holds up in the greater AHL schedule for the Cleveland Monsters. As I say, the junior numbers don't tell you. Here's Dargachintsev, shoots right into the crest, picked up Gogolev, thought he had a chance, backhander, scores! Dargachintsev picks up his second of the game to make it 5-4 on the power play with 8:26 remaining. Just how they drew it up. That one had a lot of arrows, diagonals, squiggly lines, but it found its way in. 8:26 left to go. 11:34 the time of the goal. Oh my goodness, they're playing Hall & Oates. Somebody was thinking to run the Leafs goal. Here's Bernie with the shot. Goal song. Boy, you want to start an argument. That's a great place to start one. The Leafs goal song. Here's Dargachintsev. Right back in. Angle gets it back. 8 minutes left to play. It's the first time that Columbus has given up 4 goals in the tournament. Every game's been 3. Saganuk trying to get back down the right side. Nothing there. Angle picks it up, works back the other way, and Moore pushes him off the puck. Frasca quickly moves it. He's got Hardy over there. As a little calm has crept into the game here for the Leafs. Up and over the stick and the glove of Petrozelli, and it is Malatesta who is going to get credit for that goal, his third of the game, and he restores a 2-goal lead, 6-4, 13:36, the time of that one. So what an afternoon for Malatesta. 5th round pick, played for Quebec in the Q, and he's having a great tournament here. He's a 2003, so he's got lots of time as far as maturity is concerned, but he looked awfully good in this tournament, in this game. Anyway, he looked good in the first game, too, that they played. That's offside. Less than 7 minutes to play. And you're getting set for the rest of the week and the beginning of the NHL season. This was a good taste of it. Off the draw, Bernie sends it back in. Petrozelli. Dusak, long pass up ice. And Robertson gets back. No icing on the play. Kressler. Robertson battles for that in the corner. Plays it back out. Dargachintsev drops it back. Robertson looking in. Back out front it comes. Finds Hellickson. Down low, Duszak. Back to Hellickson. He's got space to shoot. He does! And he sends it just wide as it thumps off the boards. Getting back to it. Dargachintsev steals it away. Turns on a dime. Puts it on goal. And it drops out front of Greaves. Back up the boards and out. All the way back down the ice with less than 6 minutes to go. 2-goal deficit to work on. Gogolev tried to get it out. He didn't. Right back to it. Here's a hard shot and a broken stick as it finds its way walking toward Petrozelli. 5:40 left to go. Outshot 38-26, the Columbus Blue Jackets are, but they've got a 2-goal lead in a 6-4 game. Let's bring Reynolds into the circle. Four games over 5 days. That's what's happened here for, it's almost like an ECHL schedule. But they'll get a couple of days, really a couple of days off before it gets right to it. Douglas works back to Perret. He's got space, shoots! And we got a penalty on this one. A hook is going to be called. And so go back to the power play for the Maple Leafs. There's a lot of penalties in this one, and I got to tell you, a lot of penalties of the 4th game in 5 days variety. A lot of water skiing. Abramoff, a lot of chops. A lot of stuff not called of those same kinds of things. So, little backhander comes out. Robertson swiftly moves that one deep into the corner. Dargachintsev trying to get it back down low to Duszak. He's got Robertson up high, who skates toward him. And then Mullen, he reverses it back up to Duszak toward the goal. The shot goes up and off into the boards. Back to Duszak again. Cross ice. Dargachintsev down low. Abramoff out front. Gogolev tried to lift it up and maybe put it upstairs. Right back to it. Across the line, Abramoff. He's got Robertson and Gogolev with him. Out front, shot, scores! Robertson on the power play. A slick-looking shot that beats Greaves and brings the Maple Leafs to within one with 4:21 remaining. I think this is the highest scoring game now in the tournament with 11 goals in it. Yeah, 7-3 previously. Columbus had a win against Detroit. Toronto had a 7-3 win against Dallas. 15:39, the time of the goal. Robertson. 5-on-5. 1-goal deficit. Rides an edge toward the goal. And loose puck on top of the net. And I'm going to credit the play that continues there as Perry was pretty intent on knocking that puck from the top of the net into the net. Puck bouncing and hopping quite a bit here in the late third period. Cross ice through the middle. McCourt diving for it, hoping he could catch up to that one. Abramoff goes off his stick as he gets it in the way. Gogolev overskated it. He didn't think the puck was going to quite follow him. back into the Toronto zone. Whistle on the play. I'll bring that one to center ice. We get the change out, 3:18 remaining. Toronto has gone over 40 in shots at 41. Dargachintsev at center ice. Kressler trying to chase that one down. Reynolds back through the middle, sharply back. Dusak. Hellickson confidently moves it along, chipped down deep into the corner. Bernier goes after it, Dargachintsev there as well. Lawrence carefully moves it up to the blue line and out. Hellickson gives it right back over. He's hoping to find Dusak, but Svozol is right there. Scooped up, stepping back the other way. Kressler tried to bring it right back in with him, but the puck wandered away. Blue Jackets happy to waste some time here, up by a goal. Well, that gets by everybody. They'll get the free ride all the way back into the Columbus zone. Icing on the play. Many thanks, of course, too, to all the folks at Leafs TV, Leafs Nation Network. Well, there's a throwback for you. I haven't made that mistake in a while. Leafs Nation Network. We're making sure this all happened. Somebody had to drive me here. Right back, Villeneuve. Down low, net empty, extra attacker on for the Leafs. Back up it comes, Villeneuve. Oh, he nearly gave that one away with a freebie. Sharp to the line. Cross ice shot! A rebound, loose puck out front, still loose, picked up, backhand on goal, lifted up to the line and out. But a good exchange by the Leafs. Dargachintsev dances across the blue line. Slides into the corner. Abramov there, careful with it. Gogolev right back to it. Looking to move it cross ice, but it went across the blue line. Dusak retreats. Gogolev trying to get it back up through the middle. Abramov following it up. That one off the boards and all the way back down the ice with 1:34 left to go. Icing on the play. They'll bring it back. Down by a goal here in the late going. I'll remind you that the first game between these two clubs went into overtime. And Columbus solved that. Not too far into it. Minute 6, if I recall. That was on Thursday to start the tournament. And the Leafs went to overtime against St. Louis. Abramov solved that one. Dusak, cross ice, Villeneuve. Hard shot, good save. And it's picked up. There's another one that goes wide. Villeneuve picks it up, back to the blue line and beyond. A race back for it as Dusak. Malatesta is there. Picks it up, steals it away, and now moves it back up for Angle. Out front, little back up, and it is cleared away from the front of the net. Some tense moments there. Malatesta was looking for his 4th in the game. Knocked back the other way. This one will be Dusak who gets back. Icing on the play with 53 seconds left to play. And Robertson, Abramov will take the face-off. Dargachintsev, Gogolev. Hard back to the blue line. They lost the zone. They'll back it up. That pass misses the mark. Back in. Clayton. Abramov right on top of him. Abramov back out. Gogolev. Villeneuve is there, but he couldn't quite get a shot away. Dargachintsev turning around. 30 seconds left to play. Dusak right back to Dargachinsev out front. There's Dusak with the shot, scores! Tied up, 23.7 seconds left to go. 6 apiece. Boy, there's a lot of people interested in sticking around in Traverse City just a little bit longer. It was just that nice. Just that nice. They can't leave. I think the credit there is going to go to Dusak. Played in. Petrozelli plays it away. Dusak comes dancing out front. Here's Robertson. 10 seconds left to go. Gets around one. Robertson, cross ice, picked up. Villeneuve looks in, shoots, rebound. Doesn't fall from behind the goal. It's played to the corner. And now it devolves into Robertson throwing his man to the ice. And he gets up. He steps away. Now, this is interesting because we're going to overtime. Nick Robertson in the middle of it. Everybody was distressed at the end of that play. And back up off the ice and ready to go for another round was Carson Meyer. 6th-round pick. Played for Cleveland last year in the A. I don't know what they're going to do here. Robertson just comes to the bench. And I just want to see what happens here. I think Meyer might actually be going to the box. He's summarily unimpressed with the call. But he goes into the box anyway, and I think we're going to start 4-on-3 perhaps. With a Leafs power play to start overtime. I'm just trying to overhear what Joey Dusak has to say here. Because really, I am that far away. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to call anything else here. I mean, the door is open, but you know. Could be a policy. Could be a company policy. My door's always open. Come on in. We'll have a chat. I always find that. Is it? My goodness. Major penalty handed out here. So not available, I think, is Nick Robertson. We'll work it out. We'll work it out here as so Nick Robertson gets 5-minute for roughing. And he's out for gets the game misconduct, and so it's actually going to fall. Meyer gets the 2 minutes to begin with. And I got to tell you, if you're Robertson, you are a little ticked off because it's the end of a game. He gets an opportunity for a shot on goal, and then he takes a shot there for it. And then, you know, has something to say. He's got an NHL camp in front of him. But it's going to be 4-on-3 here for the whole 5 minutes. Dusak. Hellickson gets it back to Dusak. Joey Dusak moves it up across ice. Hellickson 1-on-1. Malatesta follows it up. He tries a shot. He's going to put some new bodies on the ice. Hellickson backs up. Perry steps out. Right back the other way. Angle. Look to cut toward the goal. 4-on-3. Dunn is out front. He scored the overtime game winner in game number 1. Angle. There's a shot that goes off the glass. He had Dunn out front, but he chose to shoot it himself. Dunn setting up, far side. Now he drifts into the corner. Malatesta, he wings one at the goal, but it just slams off the glass and comes back out. Angle in close, puck up, drops to the ice, and it is reversed back and then played back down the ice. Now here's the interesting thing, of course, the Leafs can free shot it back down the ice to get in the change. They do there. Duszak stays on. Peter Nero off, or comes on, as they got Hellickson off, and Kressler comes on. Clayton sets up here. Fonstad, who had one earlier. Svozil back over. Fonstad looking for a perfect opportunity. And they got lots of time to work on it. Turning back, hard shot. Glances off and wide. Back up, Svozil. Fonstad draws closer. Brings it back up. Svozil back over. There's the one time. A broken stick on the play. Trying to get it back out. And now here's a shot. Reisevi shoots. And boy, he hung on to it maybe just a hair too long. Trying to draw in closer was Fonstad. Into the corner. Duszak knocked down. And boy, they sure would like to get a whistle here or something, I'm sure, to get Duszak off the ice. He's been on for the whole time. Getting it, Kressler. And it hits the ledge and all the way back down the ice. And they get 3 new penalty killers out there. Long pass ahead. Villeneuve trying to cut in, was done. Never got the shot away. Angle, less than 2 minutes now in overtime. Out front, on the back side of the play. That puck does find its way out. Trying to turn back quickly. McKenna following up the play. Here's Angle. Looking back out front. Malatesta. Well, he's had 3 today. Side of the goal, stepping out front, and a good play by Petrozelli to keep it out. Hard shot, misses wide. Malatesta gets it back in amongst the garbage, and it's tipped out. McKenna comes back. He has to turn around. He was coming to the bench maybe for a change, won't get it. Angle takes it into the corner. Great poke there, and at the line, Villeneuve nearly got it back out as he still works on it. Back, Hellickson comes. Scraping at it. A minute left to go here in overtime. It's been all 4-on-3 for the Blue Jackets. Carried down into the corner. Back out front, and it walks its way off the pads. Here comes Angle. Bernie looks in. Angle looked like he had a good chance. Gets it out front. Glances off the sweater of Petrozelli. Up high it comes. Bernie moves it over to the far side. 30 seconds left to go in OT. Back up it comes. Angled. Time a-ticking. Malatesta just got it beyond him a little bit. Steps at the blue line. Cross ice. Angle looks at this far side again. This one scores! 12 seconds left to go. It takes a right turn, and Angle finds the winner. But the Leafs, I got to tell you, what an overtime period by this young crew. Duszak out there for a ton of it, and Jeremy McKenna as well, as he got on the latter half of it. The Blue Jackets ended up with the win and did not lose a game in the tournament, these guys, as they put together a strong effort with a lot of free agent invites and not a lot of draft picks in order to take, I would think, take home the tournament trophy. Is there a trophy? There's no trophy. But there certainly is bragging rights, I suppose. So with 12.4 seconds left to go, an OT win for the Columbus Blue Jackets in a penalty-filled affair on a Monday afternoon. Now, get back to work. Go about your business. As we say, Kurt Angle was the final. I just wanted to hear that on the PA before we bid you farewell. I'm Todd Crocker. Thanks for watching the NHL Prospects Tournament from Traverse City, Michigan.